I didn't come all the way out here to fight.
Why did you come?
I'm worried about your sister.
She don't come back soon. The state's gonna take Roki.
This film captures a community we haven't seen before on film, and it's told so authentically. It's heart-wrenching and beautiful at the same time, and it's a very human story. Lily, you play Jax, who goes on an intense journey throughout the film. What attracted you to the role of Jax? Can you talk about balancing her search for her sister and caring for Roki?
I mean, I was on board to play whoever Jax was going to be before there was a story. I'd worked with Erica on a short film, and I was thrilled when she said she wanted to write a feature for me. So there was always the sense that Jax would be a character that was resourceful, breaking the law a little bit in order to do what's right and feed and take care of her community and her family, because that was very much the character in Little Chief. So Erica wanted something for me that she said she wanted an anti-character. She wanted them to be queer, non-binary, some expression that reflects Erica's lived experience. And I just kind of was like, okay, when it's written, send it to me. I can't wait. So I was already on board. I had no idea what was going to come out of, especially when I learned it was going to be a collaboration with Michiana that Erica had met through Sundance. So when I read the script, I was just so, I don't want to say relieved, because I knew it was going to be great, but I was along the ride just as everybody is when they watch it. Like, you're hooked by this relationship, by this world. Erica accomplished in a feature everything that she did in a short, in that no beat is wasted. Everything speaks to this much more immense, deep conversation. And it does so in a way that allows the audience in on it, to experience it, to care about the characters, to learn about the facts through the obstacles the characters face, rather than have it being kind of spelled out for them. Nothing is shoved down your throat in it. So I was just so excited that Erica applied, and with Michiana, who I was completely unfamiliar with, that they created such a lived-in, natural world to have some really difficult conversations, and that they did it in a way that never showed a brutalized body, never got into like the details of the case or what exactly happened to Towie, hung on her absence as it plays out with the people who love her most. And yeah, it's a very precious and rare way to make a story like that come to life for an audience that is otherwise unaware.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Now, Lily, your on-screen relationship with Isabel Roki is central to the film. Now, you guys did 2 weeks of prep with immersion and dance and immersion, language immersion with the Seneca Cayuga. How did that both help inform you guys working together and inform your characters? And that question's for you, Isabel.
I mean, we didn't know each other prior to filming, and so we met on production, you know? We met the first day of rehearsal, and it was immediate. We clicked. And I think that getting to learn the language together and the dance together, I think that really brought us closer together. And, you know, with the actual dancing aspect of the film, it gave us a chance to kind of reflect our characters and their lived experience through dance. Because even though powwow, not a lot of people know specifics, but there's so many various ways to dance. And so Roki dances a contemporary fancy shawl, and, you know, her being younger and her, you know, going to powwow all the time, that contemporary aspect of the dance kind of makes more sense for her. Mm-hmm. And Jax, on the other hand.
Yeah, Jax is old style women's fancy dance. So where Roki's style does favor kind of a very youthful way of movement, it's, you know, mimetic of how a butterfly moves. It flits, it barely touches the ground, it's light, it's flashy, it's showy. Women's old style fancy dance was born from a Ponca woman who, you know, was tired of dancing in a very straight, contained, measured way that women dance traditionally. She wanted to move like the men who were doing fancy dance. flashy, big movements, spinning, all of it, but a little lower to the ground, a little more, taking up space. And that was the way I naturally moved as a kid when my dad would put on powwow music. I'd start grass dancing, which is a men's style. So when I talked to Holly about it, who plays Towie and was our dance teacher, she's on the powwow trail every summer. Holly really got into that origin with me about how fancy dance was born from a woman doing it the way a man does, but doing it in her way. And then that created a whole new way of dancing for women, which eventually led to the creation of women's fancy shawl, which is a little bit what people see more. But that's reflected in our wardrobe in the same way a lot of the conversations are reflected just in the beats and the moments between these two characters. Roki finds the fringe jacket with her mom's work uniform, and then that's a placeholder for the fringe of the shawl. And then Jax is, in a very utilitarian way, the whole narrative has a flower scarf in her back pocket, and then when it's there, when she needs it, when there's neither of these characters have their regalia at the end, but they have everything that they need in hand already to dance in these ways that honor these two ways that these women move.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely incredible. Look, the film is phenomenal. I can't wait for everyone to see it. Thank you guys so much for your time. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
We ran your background check, and I had no choice but to place Roki with your father.
You can't do this.
Auntie, I'm going to Grandpa's.
Roki, it's all right.